Morning, Jodie here, and it's rainy on the floor, but apparently sunny enough for my glasses to turn into sunglasses. So that's the kind of end of October weather we've got going on. And this is the second of my video series that I'm going to do for sales tips to help out companies who might be struggling with schools and businesses not buying because of their own cost of living crisis and the risks associated with trying something new. So let's try and maximise every sale. This is also my first video doing it portraits rather than landscape, because apparently that keeps me up with the youth, and that's how people are watching it on their phones and stuff. So let me know in the comments if you prefer it portrait or if you prefer it landscape, and I'll change or not for the next one depending. So this morning I want to talk about something I've talked about before, and it's actually one of my most watched videos ever, but it's a few years ago now, so it probably bears repeating for anyone who hasn't seen that one or just needs a reminder at this time. That and it's to do with pitching and live demos of your product during a pitch. Now, a live demo is a hugely dicey business, and it also doesn't, even in the best of situations and the best of times, doesn't help to maximize your pitch and to give the right first impression to people who haven't seen your product before. Because if you live demo, especially at the very start of your pitch, the first thing they see of your product is the login screen, which is universally the most boring bit of your product, essentially, isn't it? Logging in. It's the least exciting part of it. It's the bit that reminds them, actually. Straight away they're thinking, oh, another password, another username to remember. So you start straight away on a negative. You're straight into like, oh, another thing to log into. And so you're just thinking, oh, I'll chat over this and I'll log in. But they're seeing this login screen, and straight away there's little cogs whirring going, oh, logging in. Oh, something else to remember. Oh, another password, another thing, another place, another website to remember. All of this is now going on while you're just quite happily oblivious and thinking you're just going to jump into your exciting product that you're very excited about. And then you go through some steps to some sort of process that ends up with an output, and you're probably very excited about the output. You normally get good reactions when the output comes, whether it's a graph that they finally get, or a PDF to print out, or something to look at, or something that happens, or something that creates something easy, and they might go, oh yeah, okay, that is good. But to get there, you're showing them every step to get there, so it turns into a bit of a training session, and they start thinking like they're in training. So they're like, oh, okay, where did he click there, or where did she go there, what happened there, where did that? And they start thinking as if they're in training. And those who are a bit more tech phobic straight away start switching off completely. They're like, oh, I can't remember what they clicked or how we got here, so none of the rest of this matters. And so they miss the excitement of the actual output. Those who are excited about the output, that's great, but it's much better if you can flip it the other way and show them the output first. Because what you're looking for in any sale is buying signs, isn't it? Give them an opportunity for a buying sign. So if you show them an output that looks awesome and they straight away kind of sit up and go, oh, their next question is, how did you get that? How do we get that? I want that. And straight away you've got a buying sign. So then after you've kind of shown them an output, whether that's on PowerPoint as part of the pitch deck, or you just show them a screenshot, or you're able to kind of jump to a pre-done tab where you've got one ready, however you're going to do it, rather than showing them the steps, show them the output first, and let them later on in the pitch, when you invite kind of having a bit more of a look at the product in detail versus your kind of first impression bit, let them say, how did you get that graph? Because that looked really awesome. How do we make that? And then show them the steps, and straight away you've got a buying sign that you can tag onto and keep moving. And you do that with a few different elements, and they're interested in the outputs. You want them interested in the output because that's the outcome for them. They will do the steps later on, and they'll find out how to do it in their training course in full. But the initial impression you want is for them to see that there are really good outputs from your product. Not, I've got to log in, I've got to click here, I've got to go to this page, I've got to remember that this is where it sits, I've got to find that menu. Don't let them get wrapped up in the training. Let them see what it does. Let them see the outcome before you dig into what it does, and let them ask you, can you show me how you got that graph or that thing or that PDF or that download or whatever it is? Show me that. That is a buying sign. And straight away, oh, okay, great. What interests you about that? And while you're showing them, you can ask them why. Why it interests them? Why is that going to solve a problem for them? Why did they like that thing? And it's a much better, easier sell than just walking them through essentially training until they get to an output where they go, oh, that's nice. And that's nice might feel good for you in a sale, but it's much better if you can hear, can you show me how you got that? That looked really interesting. Totally different sail. So that's my top tip today in terms of pitching. Let me know, portrait, landscape, whichever. I'm off to go and do some more work. So have a great day. Bye.